everybody.
Hi everyone.
Welcome to my point of view. Finally,
My point of view or just my point of view?
just my point of view.
Okay.
Just my point of view. Okay,
Yeah.
and Sese's point of view. But
Yeah.
welcome to my point of view. My name is Anna Ramaledi.
Actually, is that the name you wanna go by?
My name is Anna Ramaledi. People who are close to me know me as Lebo. That's the name I go by. Okay, I go by Anna a lot, but just mainly because a lot of people know that name. But my close people go by the name of Lebo. Story for another day how the name Lebo came about. That name has a long story. That name has a long story.
It's not your ID name?
No, but it has a lot of meaning in my life. How it came about, it has a very long story for another day. Probably that we're gonna cover in one of our topics that we are gonna cover. Yes, ma'am.
My name is Sese, short for princess. It's Sese, but Botswana, so it's Sese. Yeah.
You know how we do.
Yeah. We Botswanalized it.
Yeah.
And yeah, welcome to Just My Point of View. This is the first episode. This is like an intro to who we are and what the podcast is about.
And what we'll be bringing to you guys. What you can expect from us, guys. And what you can expect actually is a lot of realness. Really real.
I feel like we are like that with each
are.
other.
That's
like
every day.
Like
that's how every day is gonna be real.
Yeah.
Expect topics that people run away from. Real. That's what I mean when I'm saying real. We're gonna address a lot of things that people run away from in these kinds of platforms.
For me, it's more also topics that I don't have with people in real life. It's conversations that I have with myself, but it's not conversations that I have with other people.
It's basically our point of view on a lot of things.
It's scary also that we feel like we're gonna put our points of view
out there
other people for other people to judge us on.
Yes, it is. But also, you guys feel free to engage, share your point of views on different various topics that we'll be addressing.
Why did we come up with how did we come up with this concept for a podcast?
How this podcast basically came about is I would have things that I want to talk about, conversations I'd have basically with myself, but I've never had someone to actually talk to about those things. And I always wanted to gauge the public also on their views on, because I don't want to think about something and then decide on this is what I think about it and that's it. I always want to hear what other people think about what it is I'm thinking about or talking about. And until very, very recently, when God showed me the light and I met Sese and we talked quite a lot, and I realized that we actually engage in...
We have a lot in common.
And we engage about the things that I always wanted to talk about. And I was like, why not? Let's do this. And I was on board.
Yeah. I think I wanted to do... I feel like this is definitely God's timing, because I've wanted to do something like this before. It never worked for some reason. And I'm glad it didn't work, because I feel like with the phase that I was at that point in my life, I wouldn't have been able to reach the people that I'm able to reach now. Or I was targeting a specific type of people. And now it's I can reach anyone and we can talk about anything. People can suggest to us the things that they want us to talk about, and
we can have feedback. It's not actually just your point of view.
Just you pushing whatever narrative that you want to push, but you can receive feedback as well.
Exactly. And it's nice sometimes to talk about stuff and you hear what other people think about them. Feedback. Sometimes you might be in your head about something, and then just that one person is gonna say something and it's just man, I thought it was a me thing. Can't think, no man. No,
and I think that's so important, the fact when you realize that it's actually not a you thing, because that's when you get to feel a sense of community. You feel you have a group of
and you're now more free to express yourself, because we box ourselves a lot when we feel like people are not gonna understand what I'm talking about, or people are not gonna hear what I'm saying. It's gonna come off in a certain light or in a certain way. But if you get someone who's gonna be actually, you onto something, or vice versa. Like someone is gonna tell you something and you're gonna be like, I never thought about that the way that you think about it. And it's like, it's refreshing in a way.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
I also feel that we're gonna grow so much from doing this. We're gonna have time to reflect. Also from gauging what other people think. It's gonna be so much easier for us to reflect and for us to grow.
And you guys too, please do feel free to suggest topics.
Yeah, we're literally willing to talk about anything. If you don't have an opinion about it, I think we can also say that we don't have
an opinion about it. We can have sessions where we also address dilemmas. You know, those dilemmas where you're in a situation and you feel like, I don't know what to do about this. We can dedicate 5 to 10 minutes or somewhere. We can squeeze that in some episodes, especially if it's aligned with the topic where we're gonna address these dilemmas. Maybe we can help you, maybe we can't, but do share them anyway, and we'll just tell you what our point of view is about them.
Can I ask you though, like, what's the one thing that you're afraid of in doing this? Because I don't think we've talked about that actually.
I think the one thing that I'm afraid of is gonna be people taking my point of view in the wrong way. People not understanding that at the end of the day, this is just my point of view. As that is how I came about with the name, to say this is just my point of view. I'm not saying this is how life is or this is how things are. It's just my point of view. This is how I think about certain things, and this is how I go about certain things. So I think my biggest fear is people not understanding that this is just my point of view. This is just how I view things, or this is how I look at things, and reacting to that in a negative, not a negative light, like in a reacting it from a point of not understanding
and wanting to attack
and wanting to just coming and attacking. Or I'm not imposing anything on anyone. I'm just merely saying this is how I see this. What would be your biggest fear?
I don't know. It's weird that I asked you the question because I haven't thought about what my fears would be. But I think that, like, people not understanding your perspective. But I also feel like I guess I'm trying to figure out the things that I'm willing to change my perspective on, and also being receptive to the idea of my views being changed. Because sometimes I'm so stuck on my ways, and I'm so stuck on the things that I believe. But I feel like this is going to be an opportunity for us to be open to other things
and expand your way of thinking as well.
Yes, maybe there might be a platform like this out there, but I feel like the people that we are surrounded by do not necessarily have access to these things, or they don't want to watch. But because it's us, they're going to be like, let's listen to what they have to say.
Listen, exactly.
And so I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that.
And if we do have certain topics and we happen to speak about, you feel like a certain situation, we are speaking about you as close friends or family friends, I feel like don't look at this as an attack or judgment. Maybe listen to learn and hear how we view our relationship with you and our interactions, and how you react to stuff, and how we see the stuff that you do, how we react to the situations that we get ourselves involved with you guys. So don't take this in a bad way, rather just listen to understand or to see how we view the situations. Because at the end of the day, this is not about like shaming anybody or taking anyone or painting you in a bad light per se. It's just to, see how we see things and see how you as well see things, because you are free to share your views in comment sections, and we're gonna have different media platforms. Feel free to engage. You can follow us, Instagram _just my point of view.
You know that, okay.
Facebook, just my point of view also.
And we're gonna be on TikTok as well.
We're gonna be on TikTok as well. We're working on a TikTok channel, and our platform is gonna be available on YouTube.
Yes.
On Apple Podcasts and also Spotify. So watch out for us on those platforms.
We'll look into other platforms as well.
And man,
it's gonna be a journey.
Be patient with us. we're getting the hang of this thing, and we hope you're gonna enjoy the content that we put out for you guys.
We hope, like, genuinely, I feel like it's gonna be fun, and I feel like I keep saying this because I genuinely feel excited about it. And
it is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And also, this video might look so serious, guys. Sese actually said to me that I'm very funny, so
she is
looking
and
forward
that's what you
to,
can expect.
You can expect that. I'm looking forward to showing off that side of myself too, because usually I just show it to the people who are very close to me, and I feel like the world deserves to see it as well.
I'm
so
very deep. I think I'd describe myself as very deep. I think
and
about
very
things
serious. Also, if
yeah.
you don't know her like personally, you'd be like, it's very intimidating and very serious. But
yeah,
you know, man, how a nut is, you have to crack the shell, man.
You cracked the shell.
I cracked the shell, so we all can crack the shell. And I'm gonna crack the shell further. Probably by the 3rd, 4th episode, you're gonna see the funniness in Sese coming out.
Hopefully by the 2nd episode.
Hopefully, yes. I'm gonna rub off on her.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. We're looking forward to it.
Please subscribe and comment and
like, share.
Do all of that stuff for us.
Don't be too harsh, guys. Be gentle. Ease us into this thing.
But you must feel free to share.
But in your being gentle, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's the very important part.
We need that feedback.
If you're not honest in your feedback, we're not gonna know if our point of view is a point of viewing, you know, and if our ways of thinking are affecting others, we need to know, you know, because we don't want to be spreading propaganda and negative energy to say, and imposing our views on people. Yes. Look forward to it, guys. Thank you.